Here we go. What's going on? Welcome to the Pain Cave. This is where I stream all of my suffering from live onto YouTube. If you've ever seen one of my live Zwift races, this is my setup. Let's get into it. First off, the bike is the Ribble SL, which is the same bike that I use to ride outdoors as I do indoors all year round. Ideally, I would like an indoor winter training bike and one for outdoors, but one bike is what I've got to work with and it does the job. Attached to it is my smart trainer, the Wahoo Kicker, which I've only been sent in the last few days, so I've only been able to do a few sessions with it. Previously, I was running the Tax Flux for the last 4 months, and honestly, it is a recommend. It did everything that I needed it to in a smart trainer. However, first impressions, over the Tax Flux, the Wahoo Kicker is just a lot more robust. Like, the build quality is a lot better. There was a lot of plastic involved in the Tax Flux, whereas the Wahoo Kicker is constructed almost entirely of metal. Also, I didn't think a smart trainer could get much quieter than the Tax Flux, but the Kicker seems to have achieved that, and the only noise that I can hear is the chain running through the cassette, which is perfect for when you're streaming live on YouTube, because you want people to be able to hear what you're saying over the noise of the trainer. But having said that, the Tax Flux is still a recommend. It did everything that I needed it to in a smart trainer, and if I wasn't on Team Wahoo, then I don't think I would have felt the need to switch away from it. But the Kicker, on first impressions, definitely feels like an upgrade. In my setup, I like my smart trainer to take care of the resistance exclusively. It's not transmitting any of the power or cadence data to Zwift. It's just mimicking the terrain from Zwift in the resistance via Ant+. The power and cadence data is all being transmitted via Ant+ from this left side crank strain gauge power meter by 4i. The trainer and the power meter, all that data is being transmitted via Ant+ to this little dongle here that I've got stuck in the side of my laptop. The laptop itself is a standard MacBook Pro. It's not spec'd out at all. It's just come as standard, and it's running obviously Zwift. It's running OBS, which is the streaming software, and then also I've got Chrome running when I'm live streaming so that I can see the chat, see what you're saying, and I can interact with you. But what I wanted in my setup with the laptop was to make it as frictionless as possible for me to be able to just run in and train and stream at the same time. So I wanted there to be as little technical blockers as possible. I didn't want to be plugging in microphones or extra webcams and stuff like that. So I'm using the standard inbuilt webcam in the laptop as well as the standard inbuilt microphone, and that does the job. So I can literally find a race that I want to do in an evening, run in, stick my laptop here, make sure that it's lined up with the green screen and me, and then hit stream, and it is as frictionless to train without streaming as it is to stream. It's just the press of a button. So that's the setup that I wanted. I mean, I could upgrade the camera, the microphone, stuff like that, but then I don't think I would do as many live streams as I do. So this setup works for me. Onto the peripherals. Firstly, the heart rate monitor, which is a must for anybody that wants to be taken seriously in a Zwift race, or if you don't want to be DQ'd, you've got to have a heart rate monitor. This is transmitting via Ant+ as well. Also headphones. So the same music that you can hear in the live stream is the same music that I can hear via these Bluetooth headphones. This is the only thing that is streaming via Bluetooth. Everything else is streaming or transmitting data via Ant+. Then we've got my fan, which is the Honeywell. I'm only running one fan at the moment. I'm thinking about upgrading and getting an air mover, which I've also got in a link down in the description. During summer, I think that's going to be a must if I want to continue doing indoor training. It's going to get too hot and the thermal regulation is going to go out the window, so literally. So I've also got my little cheap wooden table that I have beside me with my towel on, with my Zwift companion app, so that I can just, during a race, reach over, press the power up button when I need it. Above and beyond your standard Pain Cave setup, I've got a ludicrously massive mega green screen, which is about 20 foot wide by 9 foot tall. If you want to mimic the same results as I'm getting, I think you'd only probably need one that's 4 foot wide by 8 foot tall. I've also got these two softbox lights, which are about 70 quid on Amazon, and it means that during the deepest, darkest winter nights, I can still live stream and you can actually see my face, and it allows the green screen to be lit up consistently, so you get a consistent cutout of me over the top of Zwift using OBS. So I think that just about covers it for the Zwift livestream setup. If there's something that you've spotted that I haven't talked about, or you've got a question about something, anything in this video that I have talked about, then leave it down in the comments below. Until the next Zwift live stream race, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the chat. Here we go.